Alright, hey YouTube. Today this video is going to be on changing out your electronic throttle control, otherwise known as the ETC, on a Chrysler 200 2014, and that's this guy right here. But in order to get to it, we got to remove this right here, this intake off hose, and it's a couple of bolts to get to do that. So I'm going to remove that and I'll be back with you. Now this bolt, like I said, it's one up here and one down there. It does recall for 8mm. So I'm gonna do that one like that there. No, I dropped my tool. Pick it back up. Move it like so. Once you have that off, as you can see, there's the throttle control. You have 4 bolts removed, one here, the other there, there, and there. There's also a clip right here that has to be removed. Once you get all that removed, the throttle will come off. Now when you remove the throttle control, when you take this clip off, there's one of these little clips on the top and the bottom. You just squeeze it and the clip will come right off. Make sure they're squeezing. You don't want to break those, because when you put the new part in, you don't want that clip to slide off. If you do break it, you may have to use some kind of tape or tie wraps to hold it on, but try not to break it. When you get to doing the bolts around the electronic throttle control, it's going to take a 10mm socket, metric, and don't forget when you're unscrewing it, because you don't want to strip out your hose, lefty loosey, righty tighty. And since we're taking them off, we're going lefty loosey. Alright, once you get those 4 bolts out, you may have this bracket here on yours that's holding the carburetor on, that's actually in the way too. You'll have to remove that bracket to get the carburetor out, because it pulls out first before you can slide it. And I have my daughter here. I was thinking maybe it was a 15 or a 14. She guessed it at a 13, and yes, it is a size 13mm. So I'll be back once I have that out the way, and once I have that out of the way, out comes the throttle. Alright YouTube, here is your electronic throttle control. What I'm going to try to do first before putting in a new one, I'm going to see if cleaning up this old one can do us some justice before I put in a new part. Alright YouTube, as you can see here, I sent the wife to the store to buy me some throttle cleaner. She bought this stuff, which would have worked, but it doesn't actually have a spray nozzle on there. So I'm just going to go ahead and put the new part on and go from there. Okay, YouTube, once you get your new throttle control, don't forget to get a new gasket. You might can use this old one, but I recommend just going ahead and getting a new one. It slides right out like so, and the new one will go right in. As you can see, this gets kind of gucky and gummed up too from all the carbon and oil and combustion and everything that goes through your throttle. So if you ask me, it's best to replace that gasket as well. New throttle is on. Slap that air intake hose back on the same way it came off, and don't forget to reconnect this to the air intake hose. Well, I'm sorry, not the air intake hose, but this filter box once you get the hose back up under there.